Hi everybody, sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Igama lami Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyaye sibuka ama reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows. Siyaphinda ke futhi sikhulume ngama celebrities kanye nama YouTubers ethu ala eMzansi. If it's your first time joining me today and you really like my content, there is a subscribe button la ngezansi kanye ne notification bell. Please press it so that you can get my notifications. There is also a join button, you guys, if you want to join as a member of this channel. Also, there's a thanks button if you want to thank the channel and get money. And thank you so much to everybody that watches adverts on this channel. Today, you guys, we're going to do a full review of Uthando Nesthembu episode 12, okay? And we are still going on with this season, okay? So, last week in episode 11, we had the makeup drama, okay? We had the makeup drama and azange ziphele because obviously iphele Makhumalo confronting Umayeni because Umayeni had decided to ask Uthabile to finish her makeup while the others were eating, you know. And while Uthabile is trying to finish her whole face, MaCele notices ukuthi Umayeni is doing her whole face, and obviously she sends her bestie to go talk to Umayeni. Basically, that's what happens. So we are Makhumalo to say to Umayeni, no, but this is not what we agreed on. We agreed ukuthi she was only gonna do our eyes, and in the diary session, that is where she says ukuthi Umayeni is being a bully, you guys. I don't see Umayeni being a bully in that moment, to be honest with you guys, because the others were eating at the time. If vele your intention was for the main makeup artist to do your makeup, and then she does your eyes, when she's done with your eyes, the others are still eating, I didn't see anything wrong with Umayeni asking the makeup artist to finish her makeup, you know, just finish me. Because Vele, that's the makeup artist that she wanted, you know. And I think it wouldn't have hurt anybody if Makhumalo just let Uthabile finish the makeup and then the next person goes. But obviously, she had to cause a scene because I do feel like that was a setup, you guys. I feel like Makhumalo is angazi noma passive aggressive would be the right term now, because Makhumalo knows very well how Umayeni is, and she knows very well how Umangwabe is. There is no way that she made that arrangement of the two makeup artists coming and saying that the assistant is going to do the makeup and not foresee Umayeni is not gonna have a problem with that and Umangwabe is gonna have a problem with that. She knew it, and I feel like that's why she was pushing so much that at the end of the day assistant must do their makeup, because she knows ukuthi at the end of the day bazokhoza drama. It's like she wants to show people ukuthi Umangwabe noMayeni banjani. But why would you set, if you care about them so much, why would you set them up like that? Because you know ukuthi Umayeni is not gonna just accept ukuthi makeup yakhe yenziwe assistant. And vele when Umayeni now responds to say, listen, I wasn't in on this plan yokuthi mina my makeup must be done by an assistant. I didn't want my makeup to be done by somebody whose work I have not seen. And she says this in front of the assistant, obviously, which is very rude. If you look at Makhumalo at that time, she has a smile on her face. It's almost like it looked like she is happy that her plan is coming together. Vele Umayeni is blowing up just like she wanted. I don't understand Makhumalo in this situation, you guys. I don't understand it. It looks like she was just so happy that now she's confronting Umayeni, and Umayeni is responding the way she's responding. It's like she's proving what Vele she is rude. Because Vele, it was rude for Umayeni to respond like that in front of the assistant. But at the same time, I feel like anybody could have foreseen that Umayeni Vele is not going to like the assistant to do her makeup. And Umayeni is going to say it because Umayeni is that kind of a person that says, into my iPhone, she's going to say it right there and there. So I don't know, you guys. It was very shady the way that Makhumalo acted for me in this instance. I felt like she set them up. She wanted that blow up, and when it happened, she had a smile on her face. If you look at that scene, she did have a smile on her face, you guys. And obviously, in the diary session, she says, wazalwa nabanye uyofa nabanye. Meaning Umayeni, you guys. So Umayeni does after the blow up does move to a seat where the assistant finishes her makeup. And like I said last week, you guys, I do feel like Utabile wouldn't bring somebody with her that doesn't know how to do makeup. You know, obviously, if the girl is her assistant, she probably knows how to do makeup and she's probably very good. But at the same time, I do understand clients being reluctant to use her because they are used to Utabile. They want her. That's the person that they hired, you guys. So she does move to that chair, but obviously she's upset about it. And when she comes to the room during that conflict, she says, "Hey, vele mina yiko ngivele ngayoyilalela njena," because I knew vele ukuthi it was going to be like this. Okay, anyway, you guys, I don't know. Okay, like I said last week, I do feel like uMangwabe no Mayeni could have made their own arrangements when it comes to the makeup artist. So I'm still not clear why that responsibility was left to Makhumalo. But with Makhumalo saying Umayeni is a bully, I actually feel like it's a reverse, because it's like she wanted them to do it the way that she wanted them to do it. You know, at the end of the day, they had to use the assistant whether they wanted to or not. So if I had to decide who is a bully in this situation, I would say that Makhumalo was a bully in this situation, because it's like she had a plan and she wanted it to go her way, even in an instance where they were still sitting there and eating, where she could have just let things go. Okay, let's, because vele sisadla asibayeke benze makeup sizobona uma ngabe sesiqedile, but she didn't want to do that. Okay, and anyway, I guess it works out for everybody at the end, because everybody has done their makeup, even though in the scene they don't show us how they all do their makeup, but I'm guessing that all of them did what Makhumalo had said, that Utabile is going to do their eyes and then the assistant will do the rest. But obviously by the time that they're finished, they're all irritated. Umayen even said, if it wasn't for the fact that okay, bahamba nomyeni wabo and all of that, now if how is it gonna look on MaCele now if she's not there? She wouldn't have gone. So by the time they go, the mood vele is sour, and the only person that is excited with everybody there is Makhumalo. Because obviously Izinto went according to her plan. She does talk about what she said even last week, you have to take a chill pill, because there's always somebody that is moody. They get there, you guys, they were looking beautiful as usual. They know how to dress, they're always looking beautiful. The makeup, all of them looked beautiful. So obviously the assistant did a good job, okay, in finishing the makeup look. So they go to Durban July, and then they are seated in some area, and they didn't understand why they were seated in that area. Like Umayeni no Mangwabe, I think they felt like they wanted to be walking around, and didn't understand why they had to just be sitting down there. Also, I thought Durban July Valley, for the most part, you are socializing, you are meeting people. They look like, a little bit like they were bored. And MaCele even says when she gets there, she doesn't even think she will spend an hour there. And Vele, so they spent a little bit of time. I think Umayeni was the first one to say she's gonna go, because she's done for the day. Obviously they were not looking like they were having fun, you guys. It really didn't look like. It's like they went there, they sat down in the area that was given to them, and I didn't see them do anything that is fun. I did not see it at all, you guys. It doesn't sound like they had fun at all in Durban July. But they also don't show us, like, for an example, I know that there's like after parties and stuff. I don't know if they go to that. After Umayeni says she's going and the others were left behind, we are not shown when do the others go home. So it's possible that after Umayeni left, the others remained behind and had a bit of fun. I don't know, you guys, but from what we saw of them being at the Durban July, they really look like they were just bored. Okay. Oh yes, another thing that I forgot to mention is that Makhumalo didn't sound like she was happy with the outfit choice ka Baba Mselegu. I think his suit had some bling thing here, and she was like, Ish, yeah, his suit kamus. I think she wasn't happy. I think she has expressed to Guti she's not really a fan of Musa's choice of fashion. I don't know why they don't just get him a stylist, you guys. Obviously, his thing when he's going anywhere is just it's a suit, you know. But sometimes, like, you need something a little bit modern, you know. And I think that's what Makhumalo means, you know. And that's why even she was saying that she's gonna be the one that is going to choose what he's going to wear. So I think she is having some issues with his choice of wardrobe. But I wonder, you guys, how that works, because honestly, as a wife, a lot of the times you can sort of influence how your husband dresses, but in an instance where is same. But what happens if wives have different tastes in what they like to see their men wear? So I don't know, you guys, but yeah, they could just easily get him a stylist if collectively they are not happy with how he dresses. But I haven't really had a lot of complaints from the other wives. I don't remember any of the other wives making a comment about what Umsele is wearing. And I think this is the second comment that I have heard from Makhumalo. I think she's the one that has the most issue. And maybe it's because Makhumalo is the youngest and she just would love to see something more youth or more modern on her husband, and she's not getting it. But I mean, he wasn't looking so bad. It was Durban July. Sometimes you do something extra. So I guess the bling worked. For Durban July, you guys. Anyway, at least for her members, so she will get to choose for him on what to wear. And also from the photos, you guys, he was looking okay. It wasn't my favorite outfit of Musa, especially with the Makhumalo looking so beautiful, but I guess that's what she chose for him, you know. And okay, so that was the end of the scene on Durban July. Like I said, guys, it really just I thought maybe this episode, most of it is going to be them at Durban July. We're going to see them socialize with other celebrities and all of that, maybe doing some interviews and all of the stuff. We don't see none of that. We don't. It was just a boring scene at Durban July. I was surprised by that. I thought we were going to get a little bit more from them being at that event, okay? Especially them going through so much drama to get there, and then when they are there, it's like it was just a boring scene, okay? And the next scene, it is Ubaba Mselegu usemzombe, and ufuna ukukhuluma noSne. Okay, I guess ukuthi he has accepted isimo sikaSne uthi usedlulile kusona, but he wants to hear a little bit more about the situation yakhe of being pregnant. Remember, he doesn't have information on the father of the baby, and what is Sne's plan in terms of moving forward, like for the future. What is she planning to do for her kids and all of that? That's the conversation that he wants to have with her. And okay, so usne that's the good relationship kababake. Obviously I say right after ilokhuzana pregnancy, which is understandable because he is disappointed. I guess they have to sort of rebuild their relationship. Guys, Sne was looking really beautiful today. I mean, especially that scene when she was just sitting with her dad, not even the diary session, them just sitting down. I think pregnancy looks good on Usne. She was looking beautiful. So they're just talking, and Umselego asked, so who is the father? Uthi umuntu wakuphi? kwasegama lakhe. So I don't know whether might gama lakhe she means a place called gama lakhe. He is from gama lakhe, or gama lakhe is a surname. If it's a surname, really, it's the first time I hear of such a surname. So Umsele really sounds surprised that Usne is having a baby with another guy. It's not Samkele's father. I thought he already knew that. I thought he already knew it's not Samkele's father. So he's saying, so what's going to happen now with you having babies with different fathers and all of that? And also he says he's worried about Usne because he says to her that I'm worried about you because really, honestly, I feel like if I die, then you are going to starve, who is going to take care of you? Snake gets very emotional about that statement in the diary session because I think for her, it really was a reality check that, you know what, I'm your only parent left. You guys, because if you think about it, yes, she does have 4 mothers, but if you think about it, if Mdletshe was no longer around, would those wives really take the time to take care of Usne or follow up on her or check up on her and all of that, or they would be focused on their younger kids? Would they have time for her, or it would be the end of her having a parent ever? And I think it's a reality check, honestly, to say I'm the only parent that is here for you. If something happens to me, you won't have anybody. So don't you want to do something with your life while I am still here, while I can help you? Okay. In the diary session, MaCele actually does give us new information about Usne. She does say, Usne, it's not like she hasn't been helped in terms of like getting a job. She counts, I think, 3 or 4 jobs that they have tried to get for Usne. One job Usne worked for 2 weeks and then quit. One job Usne, the job was arranged, everything. She was supposed to wake up and go to work. The day that she's supposed to go to work, they look for Usne. Usne has run away, so she did not go to that job. I don't know what happened, the third one, the fourth one. That's what she does. They always get jobs. Even MaCele, they've tried to get jobs for her. Even when she worked, she also worked at the lodge. I remember when the show started, you guys, she was working at the lodge. And I guess that was the 2 weeks that we saw on camera, because we actually did see Usne work. Remember even them talking about her saving money and all of that stuff. So she does say, now it's like he has no idea what kind of a job Usne could do, and he doesn't think there is any out there. So if she's not going to be able to do any job to provide for herself and provide for her kids, what's going to happen to her when he is no longer around? That is his worry, you guys. Usne does say in the diary session that statement hurt her feelings, that Ubabake, when he's no longer around, she won't have anybody. But she feels like Vele is true. Nobody will care about her when her father is no longer around. And that really should be a wake-up call for Usne to say, like, do something with your life. At the end of the day, you are an adult. You are an adult just like your father's wives, basically, So just wake up and do something with your life. Take care of your kids. You have beautiful kids. Take care of your kids. And your father is here willing to help. Or let me just say, from what we see on the show, because we don't know if it's like that outside of the show. So if he's willing to help you, what is stopping? I don't understand this, you guys. What is stopping Usne from doing something with her life? We've got people that can even get you jobs and say, here is a job, go and start here on a Monday, and you don't show up or you disappear. I don't get that, you guys. And MaCele emphasizes that he really does love Usne. He actually does say it to her. He really does love Usne, and he, no matter what happened between them, he really does love her. Okay. And Usne does say with diary section, I feel like Usne is lost. That's why I feel like, really, honestly, some kind of counseling for Usne, some kind of I don't know, you guys, like someone who's gonna help her figure things out. Okay, so what can we do? What are you passionate about? What is the thing that you can, like a life coach? What is the thing that you can do, that you love to do? Maybe that you can do also to make money and take care of your family, like life coaching, but with counseling or something. She needs something because she sounds lost. One thing that she's not lost in is meeting a man and having a baby with a man, but like in trying to fix her family and taking care of her children, she sounds like she's lost, because she also says that she doesn't know what she's gonna do to take care of her family. Usakazi ngempela. But yeah, in that session, you guys, I don't know how genuine Usne was, because she really it looked like she wanted to cry, but there were no tears coming. She was wiping tears, but there were no tears coming. Like when you are crying, the color of your eyes changes and you have tears. And she was wiping tears, but the tears were not coming. So I started to wonder, is Nne being genuine, even in that moment when she's trying to say she doesn't know what she's supposed to do to fix her family, or she was like sort of directed to make that scene an emotional scene, like the diary session. I don't know, there was something that was not did not seem genuine to me when she was starting to cry, talking about this. But it might just be me that didn't see what was happening, but I felt like it wasn't genuine. Like she was forcing herself to cry, but the tears were not coming. That's what I saw. Okay. And then at the end, I guess Ubaba ends up just asking her if she's okay, everything is going well or whatever. I don't know, you guys. I guess Usne, they just maybe have to wait for her to come around. If they're not going to be able to get her some help, to give her some direction while her father is around. But even her, she can even get help for herself. Usne. I think sometimes it's like she's treated like a child because she acts like a child, but Usne is an adult. She needs to figure something out. And the next thing, you guys, I guess there was a great conversation with MaCele and his kids. I honestly think, you guys, ever since the show began, MaCele does watch reviews of the show, does read newspaper articles, does read like tweets and all the stuff that people post about him, because one thing that he has made sure that he does this season is to do scenes where he appears a really, really good father. That is one thing. I think he wanted to turn that around. He wanted people to see that he is a good father. He wanted people to see that he is making an effort. Whether there is something that happens outside of the show or not, I do not know. But he has managed it. I mean, I saw a tweet just dedicated to him being a good father, and especially with him and that situation, Abongo and all of that. So he really has managed this season to present himself as a really good father, because of the scenes that he has made sure that he shoots with his children, you guys. So I'm hoping that it is like that outside of the show. But I doubt, you guys, that it's exactly like that, because just like the wives say that MaCele doesn't necessarily take them out on dates and stuff, or but he does it on the show. But while he is taking them out on a date on the show, they will be complaining about the fact that he doesn't do it, which clearly indicates that when the cameras are not around, he's not taking his wives on dates like that. So it makes me wonder, even with the children, that we are seeing such a good interaction with him and the kids, but it just makes me wonder, does this happen outside of the show, or is it only for the cameras? You guys, I'm hoping that it's something that happens even outside of the show. So this was also a very good interaction between Usne and her father, and also it just shows what's okay, fine, you made a mistake yet again, and yes, as a parent, I forgive you again. Let's see how we move forward, you guys. And I'm glad that he did not chase her out of the house, because where was she gonna go? So yeah, it was a nice interaction, you guys. The next one, finally we get the sleepover. Remember, Umawande, Mangwabe's daughter, had requested that she wanted to have a sleepover with her siblings, okay, and and finally it happens. It was her Umawande and Uzenande, her little sister, and it was Umnisi Mayeni and another little sister Kamayeni. I don't have her name. And then it was Uthando, I think, Kasne, and then there's another one also, MaCele, and there were 7. Who's the 7th one? Was it some girl? I don't know, guys. What is it? Says Kulile Nazolengan. So it's just the siblings, guys. They're having a sleepover. They're playing games at Mangwabe's house. They're playing games. It was just a sweet moment in their pajamas. They're playing block balancing, and it was fun. And then Mangwabe joins them, entertains them. She says, "We'll see how nice it is to actually see the kids having fun." And yeah, you guys, it was just nice. And then she puts them to bed, and it's like the end of the night. I thought that it was nice. She was excited about it, and she was thanking them. They came to sleep over, and she was talking about how it was for her to host the sleepover. She said she doesn't know anything about hosting, but it was just a nice interaction between the younger siblings. You guys, I think that those kids, it would be nice if they grow up to be closer, to be close, just like the older siblings. And I also think that it depends on how the mothers maintain their relationship, because obviously if you don't get along with the mother, it's hard for your child to go and spend time there at your sister wife's house. So the fact that they get along right now, I guess it helps. Even the kids are able to spend time like that. But it was just a cute pajama party thing or sleepover. Okay, and then the next one, you guys, it was now Umathele and MaCele. Remember at their anniversary party, Makhumalo had given them a night away at a secret location. They're going to that secret location, and when they get there, it's really just nicely, like a romantic setting, rose petals on the bed and on the floor and all of that. So they're saying Makhumalo is the one that arranged that, so she went all out, you guys. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I feel like these women have they are from another planet. If I'm going to have a romantic night with my husband, I don't want to have anything that has to do with another wife. The fact that a wife can arrange something like that for another wife, and then the other wife can still enjoy it, that's what makes me feel like these women must come from another planet, because I just wouldn't be able to do it. If I'm with my husband, I don't want to be thinking about the sister wife, okay? But it was nice, you guys. And obviously, oh God, I think this scene, you guys, because they go out, I think they're gonna go out and have like it's a supper or dinner, and Umsele was just thinking, I think it's just going to be all romantic, because obviously it's like they basically on their honeymoon, after their anniversary celebration, okay? And Umathele always, anyway, Umathele says she's got something on her mind that she wants to talk about. This scene, you guys, was like a big surprise for me. It really was. And in a way, it was confusing. I had moments where I was like, wait, what? I'm confused. What is she saying? What is she upset about? Because, you guys, from our understanding, or from my understanding, was that, okay, isivumelwano between Umathele and Umsele was that, he is allowed to take as many wives as he wants to take up until their 20th anniversary. After that, she's not having talks about the taking of any of the wives. But I thought that meant that the 4 wives that were already there, Umathele, she was accepting those. The limitation or the deadline was for the others that had not been introduced into the family. Okay, meaning that if you wanted to take number 5, number 6, number 7, that had to happen before the 20th anniversary. After that, she was not having any conversations about those wives coming in. But today, I'm like, okay, it was something different because, one, she says that from what they had agreed upon was that when they get to their 20th anniversary, they were going to celebrate by giving Umathele. Umsele was supposed to give Umathele a white wedding, you guys, okay? Which is like a Western wedding, I guess. And I'm thinking if she says white wedding, she means like a white dress, because she talks about the rings as well. And if there's rings, I guess she's talking about the also the signing, the marriage certificates. Okay, so because that's what they agreed upon. But now she says the 20th anniversary comes and she does not get the white wedding, she does not get the rings, and I guess they did not sign too at the wedding. Now, initially, I'm confused because I'm like, but MaCele, if you wanted a white wedding on your 20th anniversary, why didn't you do it? Okay, on your 20th anniversary, why didn't you say to Msele, remember we had said that I was going to get my white wedding on my 20th anniversary. Now it's my 20th anniversary. That's what I'm going to do. Why did you wear that yellow dress? Why didn't you wear your white wedding dress, which is what you want? And why didn't you get the rings with Umsele? Okay. And then I thought, oh, okay, maybe she means because she is saying that is what Umsele promised. She was waiting for Umsele to say, MaCele, I know this is what the agreement that we made. So now it's our 20th anniversary. Now you are going to get the white wedding. But Umsele was not saying anything about the white wedding. Instead, they did a celebration. And even at the celebration, if you remember, you guys, MaCele was not looking happy at sitting there at the table. If you think about it, she wasn't. I feel like she expected that Umsele was probably going to give her the rings, or they were going to exchange the rings. Maybe she thought on the day, this is what he is going to surprise her with, giving her the rings like he promised. But it looked like he had forgotten that that's the promise that they made. Okay, so she did not get the rings. She did not get it doesn't look like she's getting the white wedding. Okay, but also on top of that, she's saying that the agreement was that after the 20th anniversary, there are no talks that will be taking place with regards to the taking of any wives. In that, she includes, I guess, the Mayeni, Mangwabe, and Makhumalo. Obviously, Mayeni is already married. She had her white wedding. But she includes Umangwabe no Makhumalo. Meaning, Umsele was supposed to have married these two before their 20th anniversary, because the agreement was after the 20th anniversary, there was not going to be any talks of any wife being taken. Okay, any marriages, any lobola negotiations, nothing. She was just going to be enjoying her being married to Umsele. At some point, I was asking myself, MaCele, in one season, she did her wedding and she opted to do the traditional wedding. And I asked myself, why did she do that? You remember, Mayeni went all the way. She did the traditional, she did the white wedding. Whereas MaCele did the traditional wedding. So I did ask myself at that time, does it mean MaCele just doesn't like, the white wedding, meaning the Western wedding? She does not like it. She just wanted to do the traditional wedding, That means that the understanding now is that MaCele didn't do the white wedding at the time when she was doing her own wedding, because they had agreed that that was going to happen. There was going to be her 20th anniversary gift, the white wedding and the rings. And I am also assuming the signing of the marriage certificate. She was probably going to be the only one that was going to, the wife that was going to sign, which basically gives her control as the wife that will have the marriage certificate compared to the other wives. So I feel like maybe that's where her disappointment is, because that is what she wanted, Now I feel like, okay, I understand why she didn't do it then. But even now, it's like she expected Umselegu to remember that there was their promise that she was supposed to get the white wedding on their 20th anniversary, but now he is silent about it. Guys, Umselegu obviously gets emotional and cries in the diary session. I'm so tired of Umselegu crying. I'm just over it. Like when he cries, I don't even listen to what he says, because I'm like, why are you crying? Why are you are crying because you have 4 beautiful wives? Why are you crying? I don't understand. I was Kanula Izinyembezi trying to get the tears to come, trying to get the tears. The tears were like, no, it's December. We are Decembering. The tears were like, not again. You have overused us this season. But I'm saying, this is the 3rd time he's crying this season. So I guess he's getting emotional about what he says, that he failed, which means really he failed. He was given 20 years, guys, to do whatever, get the wives, have the children, have the 20 children, and all of that. Umathele is saying none of those things have been achieved. The wives that you have, you are not done with them. You haven't lobola them, you haven't married them. At the same time, though, guys, I was thinking about the fact that but MaCele, when Umselegu wanted to do Makhumalo's wedding, you remember that season, Umathele was the one that came to that meeting and said, so she stopped the wedding. They could have happened because they were supposed to happen one after the other. But Umathele stopped it and said that no, she's got some things that she wanted Musa to take care of before he could marry the other 2 wives. So basically, she has also delayed the process in some way, which is the reason why it got to 20. Okay, but she sounded like really she's disappointed about the fact that she did not get the white wedding. Okay. And now she says she regrets the fact that she was hopeful about the fact that all of these things that she was promised were going to happen, and she didn't manage her expectation, I guess. Okay. And okay, so then she gets to a point where she says, because obviously things that were supposed to happen on her 20th anniversary did not happen, she's no longer longing for it. Because Umselegu was like, okay, should we do everything that was, even though we are now not doing everything within the allotted time, which was 20 years, okay, because very obviously he still has to do members Makhumalo, Melayo Sina Ambese, and all of that, Abe, and all of that. Mangwabe needs to do the same thing, and Mangwabe has actually put everything on pause to say she will tell Umselegu when she's ready. So it's another 5-10 years waiting for that. So I'm saying is that should we finish and then now everything is, even though it's not within the allotted time, can we still do the white wedding? And she's like, no, now she has lost all desires for a white wedding. Okay. And Umselegu says in the diary session he feels like he has failed. He has, because you convinced this woman that you wanted 20 children. You haven't had the 20 children. You wanted wives, but you haven't even finished lobolaring all of these wives who are here. And she gave you 20 whole years to do it, and you didn't. Okay. He says that he feels like he disappointed her because he feels like the white gown was something that was really important to MaCele, that she had been looking for a while. So they have let her down. But he doesn't say I have let her down. She says we have let her down. Who is we? Who is you, and who is the husband to this woman? Because it's only you. Okay. Okay, now this is the decision that MaCele says. She says MaCele, listen, she's retiring from this whole thing, Umselegu and the wives. So whatever Umselegu does in relation to taking a wife, she will not be part of. She's not attending any weddings. She's not attending any besos, nothing. Because Umselegu had 20 years to do all of that. And for whatever reason, he did not do it. But yeah, now she is retiring. So she won't be attending any of it. She must not be invited to any of it. Okay, she says that even if there's a function at home, if it has to do if it has to do with taking a wife, she will not be a part of that. She's retiring, she's raising grandchildren now. She wants to focus on her family. But then even last season, Umathele, that's what she says, that she just wanted to focus on her family instead of the whole family. She wanted to focus on her immediate family, but that ended up not happening. Okay, guys. So Makhumalo Umathele basically wanted a white wedding, which she never got, but she's done with it. She's over it. She's okay with the fact that she's not getting it, but she's also not attending anybody else's wedding. Okay. Now there was the end of tonight's episode. Now they're talking about it. Now they're showing us the preview where Makhumalo so excitedly is inviting the other wives. Like she said this other episode, that when you have a function as a wife, for the wives to come and attend your function, as a wife, you have to be the one that invites the wives, so that they feel that they are welcome. Even if MaCele tells them that you have a function, but as a wife, you have to personally tell the wives so that they feel like they are welcome, which makes sense, because you might not want them there. They have to hear from you that you want them there. Okay, so now they're sitting. I guess it's another family meeting, because they always call meeting. And Makhumalo, as excited as she is, she's inviting them. Guys, I have, members. I'm going to have members. And guess what Umathele says? I won't be able to come. What did I say about these best friends? What did I say about this? Did I not say that friendship seemed like it was one-sided? Because you guys, of course, from a conversation that Umathele had with MaCele, I had concluded, and I guess there are viewers who concluded what I concluded, that means that Umathele is not going to go to members of Makhumalo, is not going to go to members of Mangwabe. Okay, cool. Okay, we already know that, but the other wives don't know that. I feel like, you guys, it sounds like next week Umathele is not gonna let Makhumalo have a moment. She's not gonna let Makhumalo have a moment. Remember, Makhumalo, guys, has worked so hard to get Lomendo Lona. In fact, I've never seen umuntu esebenza so hard to get Umendo. From where she comes from, eating indoda yomuntu while umuntu is working in the office, is coming to the office with you, becoming friends with you, going to Umzumbe, building those houses for all of the wives, becoming friends with Umangwabe, accommodating Umangwabe for the whole year, giving up your days and whatever, and basically uncenga umendo. So when it finally comes, because now it's my turn to get, even allowing Umayeni, because basically Makhumalo was there even before Umayeni got married to MaCele, even though Umayeni had been a girlfriend before Makhumalo, but there was a time when Makhumalo was there and Umayeni was not a girlfriend, because Umayeni, they said she wasn't allowed to marry to Ntando according to her family. But even deciding to take a step back as Makhumalo and letting Umayeni be the second wife, where you could have been the second wife, and then getting married. Now you are at a point where it's like, now it's my turn. She just wouldn't have. I don't know. I didn't like that about Umathele. I don't think I would like that scene, especially from the side Umathele. She's not letting Makhumalo, just let the girl have a moment. Kunini ewusebenzela lo mendo lo. Hey, kunini yebo ukhasele phansi phela lo mendo wahushula phansi ngezinqe Makhumalo ukuze nje athole lo mendo lo. So just let her have the moment where she's just excited. Guys, I'm inviting him. She could have even let her say, guys, I'm inviting you, this is what is going to be happening, and maybe later on take her to lunch and say, listen, this is the talk that I have had with MaCele or my husband, okay? And because of these and these reasons, I will not be attending anything that have to do with weddings in this family. But don't say it right there when she's just having a moment and being excited about the fact that finally umembeso wakhe is happening. I felt like Umathele is being selfish, And even if it's not from the point of view of this is your sister wife, from the point of view of this is your friend, Like, just let your friend have a moment if really she is your friend, you know. But people obviously get upset when we say that that friendship is fake. But it was very clear this week that that friendship is very much one-sided. MaCele will think about her first before she even for a moment, she just say, let me just have my friend have a moment, and then later on, then I can deliver the news that I won't be able to come. It's like Makhumalo comes excited, guys, I'm inviting you to my members, and then she's like, I'm not coming. Even Makhumalo says, yo, I did not expect that. And also, there is a viewer that actually came into my comment section and said she feels like Makhumalo became friends with Umathele because she knows that is the person that is that was holding things back in terms of her getting married, because she's the one that actually stopped the wedding when it was about to happen. So she feels like if she's closer to her, uyambambatha kahle kahle, yabo, uyazincengela ukuze avume ukuthi ashade. But it's almost like she's finding ways to even spoil those fine moments for her. You guys, I'm feeling like that friendship, they are using each other, you know. Anyway, you guys, that was it. You guys, MaCele wants a white wedding that also dubile kahle kahle akasafuni futhi, and Makhumalo is just not gonna have a moment. I think it's said that she's not gonna have that moment, you guys. Makhumalo is not my fave, but I think she deserved that moment. It's also just be excited about the fact that kuza umambezo without drama coming, because the last time she tried to talk about her wedding, Umathele said, listen, I'm stopping everything. I don't think any wedding should take place until my needs are met. Now it's the second time that she's coming to announce that she's having members. So Umathele, yet again, angizi mina. Hayibo, friend, best mge. Anyway, you guys, that was the episode for today. If you watched until here, tell me in the comment section so that I can give you your stars, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. Tell me what you thought about this episode in the comment section. Please like the video before Pumegona. Share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando kakhulu.